the summit at the top of the table is what is up for grabs here for Kcca. For Mbarara City, with the relegation zone staring closely at them in the eye, there can be no chance to slip up. Somehow, tonight, they must find their first goal away from home. Tonight, they must look for their first win away from the Kcca fortress. And it is coming at one of the most formidable stadiums for any team to come and pick up all 3 points. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the immovable object that meets the unstoppable force in tonight's encounter. A very good afternoon to you, coming to you live from here in Kampala, Lugogo to be precise, the MTN Philip Modi Stadium, where we do have Kcca taking on Mbarara City in tonight's affair of the Star Times Uganda Premier League. My name is Kcca, and joining me in the commentary booth, Jean Vianen Simbe, fresh from Arua, and once again straight into the fray.
Good afternoon, Jermaine. Good afternoon to all our viewers and listeners. Welcome once again to the MTN Omodi Stadium. Of course, we expect this to be an embattled one as well.
Well, you could say so. Embattled aside, we are underway right now. Game kicks off as the referee, the likes of Ronaldo T, who takes the place of the very experienced Pistis Merengue, anchoring that team. We're hoping he can make an impact, but here comes Kcca, always a delight to watch, and goes for the shot. Goalkeeper spills it, and characteristic straight to the back of the net. Kcca is mincing no time, is wasting no time, straight to the business end. Hard shot it was, allowed to drift in. And you probably would chalk that down to nerves, or chalk that down to inexperience, or chalk it down to whatever you want to. But that is simply unacceptable. And Hussein Balangu knows that whatever the hurdle has been that's been trailing them, it probably was on that bus with them from Mbarara.
Well, I just think that from the way Hussein Balangu just shakes his head, he's probably wondering whether that decision to drop the goalkeeper and bring in Elungat, and just look at that mistake by Elungat, a player who you can't say that he's inexperienced, has played in the league for some years, and therefore he clearly knows exactly what to do in that goal, and he concedes such a crappy, really goal. And for me, it's a real disappointment. And for Hussein Balangu, you must feel for him and bring in Elungat, and just look at that mistake by Elungat, a player who you can't.
The MTN Stadium in Lugogo, as Mbarara City trying to recover their wits about them. Carrying the through ball here, nice through pass coming in. Can Revita mark his man? Solomon Okwalinga, what be denied, takes the shot. And
you thought that there were really a bright light in as far as Ugandan football is concerned.
Well, on the attack here comes Kcca trying to shine a light of their own. That happy Anaku never want to shy away from pulling the trigger. And again, Elungat spills the ball, but this time it doesn't have the devastating effect it had the first time round.
Yeah, of course, you feel that he will have that monkey on his back to try and make amends for the mistake he made earlier. And I thought that was good control, finally.
I think he seems to be having a problem. Just look at that. The shot comes in. He seems to be having a problem with the bounce of the ball.
Yeah, the ball off the turf, yes. And I think that
Mukundane, he will be out there to chase Sadat Anaku. Anaku versus Mukundane. Anaku beats Mukundane. Now the break is on. Into the box area. Chance for a cutback. Elungat gets to the ball fast. Very good play from Martin Elungat, but it does come at a bit of a hefty price for Kcca. Their player is still writhing on the ground, and the referee, George Olem, finally calls a stop here to attend to the player on the deck. Dangerous moment there from Kcca, but Mbarara City acquitting themselves beautifully, though that's not something that a certain Rogers Mato will be eager to hear about.
I think there was a clean take there by Martin Elungat to be at the Africa Cup with the Cranes.
Well, a free kick brought in, bent in well. Solomon Okwalinga belying everybody. And for a moment there, they thought he was going to cross. Decided to go for the shot. Derek Ochan, split second there to change his mind. There's a complaint on whether that should be a corner rather than a goal kick. Question is who got the final touch there, but beautifully bent in cross.
That one will be a tough one because URA seem to have their number.
Well, a shot here coming in from Sadat Hapianaku. How did the goalkeeper get to that? Martin Elungat manages to just palm it away, and you can clearly see from the congratulatory hug from Suleiman Bamba, that was a big deal. That was troubling. But look at that from Sadat. Riveting, real driven pile driver. That is a work of art, both from the striker and from the goalkeeper.
Epitomizes the kind of performance of KCC, that there's no rhythmic play.
And now, uncharacteristic blunder coming in from the Marshall, and a chance here. Jutsa Mugabe unselfishly tried to play the ball. That probably was the opportunity Mbarara City were looking for. And Hussein Mbalangu ruining the chance right here. You always want your strikers to be able to play as a team, and Jutsa Mugabe here stole the marshal of the defense, going to the box area. You probably would have wished that he would have a fair old crack at it. Semugabi, ever the team player, tried to cut it back, and somehow, without any 2 cents about it, Iguma manages to avert that out from John Revita. Tries to thread it in, but the ball is intercepted. Good play, control from Stephen Teko. Craft out something just before the halftime whistle, if they are to ascend and say, we did good. And the ball is brought in, another chance. For some reason, even when they get close the final third, you just don't have that feeling that they are lethal enough. You don't get the anxiety that this is an open chance that they will bury. You get the feeling somehow they will fluff it, and true to choice, Iguma does just exactly that.
And that was a good opportunity, Jermaine. You don't understand what he's trying to do. I just don't think that he's having the best of game. And even the pass was taken off Samson Chigozi. There's a player that I've known to have been a very good forward for Police, scored so many goals, created goals, was such a tantalizing and creative player.
Well, into the box area, Hassan Jerua with an opportunity that he probably won't be getting in a while, or at least I can wager he won't get this opportunity anytime again this month. Straight through, beat the defense. For some reason the defense went all flat-footed, and then he just passed it back to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it was a real weak hit there, and very easy for the goalkeeper, but very good run that he made there. It's just think that he needed to get that a harder,
as they were. Solomon Okwalinga threads a through pass up front here, looking for a chance. Now a chance here for a shot coming in. But Kakaide Tom probably had a chance to get the fans to remember the name, and the shot number 30 just does not utilize the opportunity the best way possible. Brilliant through pass. Kcca were caught flat-footed. Should have at least made the goalkeeper work.
He didn't believe, Jermaine. That was just an issue of a lack of self-belief, because you can see that kind of shot. He fluffed it. It was such a poorly taken.
But nobody's there. And now clip back in, and a chance for Kakaide. And here comes a shot, and it's well blocked by the Marshal. John Revita standing solid there. A real bedrock in that defense, John Revita. But once again, Mbarara City will feel hard and done that the ball, the best opportunity yet again, falling to the inexperienced youngster, Tom Kakaide, and Hussein Mbalangu. You wouldn't want to cross him. That's very brave from Diana Murungi to try and harm him. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near him
when
right
he's
there.
That animated. But that was a good move by Mbarara. I thought that the run that was made there by Henry Kcca and stretching that Kcca defense, and then the ball just landing right at his perfect foot, crosses it in and causes a bit of trouble, but that was what you call real charismatic defending there, coming in from blind passes and no rhythm in their play really.
Well, there's a break in here as they try to cross the ball in, a chance coming up and almost getting that into the back of his own net. Penwell Hilary Mukundane, the skipper, that would be some restart to his coming back from suspension. Miscued that ball, but Martin Elungat wasn't going to have any of that. Managed to pick the ball up. A minute ago there, you kept saying, I wonder. Afternoon. And now here comes another breakaway from the goal scorer, Habata Chai, looking to dose more damage as he gets the ball here to Brian Majuega. The cross is in! Failing to connect with that one well. And Martin Elungat nearly getting into another catastrophe of sorts. Davis Kcca, you do not want to have a ball floating in the air with nobody able to consistently take it away, and Kcca is lacking in there. That could have ended very badly if Kcca were determined to come to play tonight, this afternoon. Nope, they are clearly out here just to, like Vianney said, go through the routines.
Yeah, that's true, and you feel that Davis Kcca should have done better there. I just feel that his reading of the game and the movement of the ball, I think, was something that let him down. Probably in
equal measure. Here comes Chitegenyi, hasn't been very good at delivery, gets the ball in, fumble on the ball. The referee says Jutsa Mugabe attack Derek Ochan. That will be a free kick here for Kcca. Chitegenyi finds himself in positions where he has to make those crosses. It's not exactly his forte. You get the feeling maybe Hussein Balango needs to do something about that midfield. Allow Kcca to be one of the final players in the box, not just Jude Semugabi like we do see there, or maybe the younger Tom Kakaire getting in close. Someone else.
A winger.
The ball is taken on. Now here comes Arigoma Hosieri. Snatches away at the ball. Gets it forward here. Looking for a chance. The ball is intercepted. Kcca lets it fly. And the goalkeeper palms away. Now that's more like it. That's what Mbarara should have been doing about 10, 15 minutes ago. That's the reason the old guard was needed here. And probably that's something that in hindsight, Hussein Balango will think he should have pulled off earlier.
Yeah, that's true. And, you know, with having many more attackers in your team, then you're going to have many more questions that are being asked to your opponent, because Seri Arigumaho, we know the danger that he poses. Have him combine well there with Solomon Okwalinga, Kcca, and Jude Semugabi. Then you have a chance of getting back into this game a little earlier. Down that clock. I don't think there's any need for them to be pretty now. They just need to win the 3 points.
And the referee will probably serve them more of those minutes of running. It's not exactly been very pretty. It's not been as exemplary as it should be. It hasn't been championship material, but all that in the grand scheme of things will matter very little. What will matter will be the fact that one goal was scored by Herbert Achai in the second minute. That one goal lasting the entire 90 minutes. That one goal earning the 3 points. The 3 points that take Kcca to the top of the table, with 2 points to cushion them against Vipers Sports Club. That is what will matter. That is what the history books will talk about. That might be what we will say when the season comes to an end. The change at the top of the table did come on this day, the 5th of January, right here at the MTN Philip Omondi Stadium. Mbarara City probably will believe they could have done infinitely better, but that's one of the many questions they'll ponder about on their way back to the Kcca Stadium. Full time at the MTN Omondi Stadium. It is Kcca 1, Mbarara City 0.